On our way back from Oliver's baseball game, I get the 3-year-olds here to talk about,
And I got my apple juice.
and you got your apple juice. You did get an apple. Oh my God, I still got my tea here. Ollie, throw those tea bags somewhere, will you? This lady's butchered my tea.
Daddy, your spirit.
I know exactly what to do. Here, put it there for now.
Do you want me to set it?
No, just leave it there for now, buddy.
I feel my apple juice.
Don't spill it. Put the top back on it, please.
When do you want
So we are here with the 3-year-olds. Almost there. Boss raced huge last night. Second in the City of London Pacing Series from Post 7. James drove him great. He raced great. Very happy with him. Amor Diener starts back June the 1st. And I'll tell you what, I really believe that there's a horse that has never had an ounce of body fat in his entire life. Yes, he hurt himself. It was something that could have been major that was totally averted, and it will become nothing here in another week or so. Not even another week, another few days or so. And then Amor Diener starts back. But most importantly, I think the takeaway from this, he's put on about 150 pounds. He looks awesome. You know, Lauren, Jason, everybody in Ohio did a great job with this guy. He looks really, really, really good. Arch's Rainbow, awesome the other night, second and 58 at Mohawk, looked fantastic doing it. Blue Bayou, Dio, I was third with her first start off the shelf in 3 weeks. I still don't think she was 100% running in a little bit. We did her hawk. She had a splint that was still bothering her, still biting her a little bit, pesky little bugger. I think she'll be much, 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 much better. Much better in her next start. Hopefully we get her back into Thursday. I hope we get her back in Thursday. Bomb Hugger is in to go Monday. I got to actually message Corey Stratton and tell him that we're going to take Bomb Hugger back to Northfield to race. They're going to send her down to Ryan Swift again this year to race in the Buffalo Stake, and then we'll go from there. I think the next one after that might be Saratoga, where she'd likely be heading to Mark Beckwith for a week. So Bomb Hugger will race Monday at Vernon Downs, and then I think the plan will be for her to come back to Northfield for a few days, freshen her up, and then she'll go down to Buffalo. Century Invictus races tonight. I forgot about him. He's racing tonight at Mohawk. He's in a tough spot. 3 or 4 horses are in real tough tonight. Dustin Hanover will make his Stable.ca debut Thursday at the Meadows. Isa 10 is hopefully going to be bred to international money this week. Now, Isa 10, we weren't quite as lucky now. Cross your fingers on Twinkle in Her Eye that follicle resulted in a pregnancy. Isa 10 had that she didn't have what they called she didn't have a dominant follicle, so I guess a big enough follicle to breed last week. Addie Barrett. The hope is that she will this week, and we'll have her unfold international money. You're being silly. Frosty Trouble raced good. I thought I snuck through and won with him the other day. He raced fantastic, that horse. Really impressed with Frosty Trouble and the way he raced last week. So hopefully we can use that as a building block. Obviously, I can't go over just to drive Frosty Trouble on Wednesday. Have to go with the babies here on Wednesday. And Frosty will, I think Luke or somebody will drive Frosty on Wednesday, I believe. Garden State Dio's out in the field. She'll remain out in the field for a little while. We're going to focus on latter part of the summer into the fall with Garden State Dio. It is what it is. There's no point chasing after something that isn't there right now. She didn't come back great winter into the spring. I wasn't happy with what I saw. She schooled in 2 minutes. I just wasn't super happy with what I saw. So hopefully we can bring her back and see a brand new filly in later in the summer. Gemstone Ruby Rose is out in the... I don't think she went out yet because we didn't have a paddock for her, to be honest. I believe she'll be going out. If she isn't out, which I don't think she is, she will be going out Monday morning. That's the plan for Gemstone Ruby Rose. Grace is in to go Monday in a tough spot. A lot of people say, well, that's not right. It was either that or qualifier, and a qualifier does nothing. May as well train her. So she's in against experienced horses. Make no mistake, we're trying to race this filly in the gold. a week from Monday. So if you think that she's in tough now, wait until if we're lucky enough to draw him with a Derek Castle or something next Monday, then see how things look. Grace is in just fine in the Now Moors of 5 on Monday. Massive Profit is Indigo. I saw a message come in a minute ago. Somebody maybe thought that he was going to be in the stakes. I told Ross Leonard, in a very frank conversation with him, very nice man, I told him the same thing I tell all our trainers. Put them in where they can win. If he isn't going to do well in the Sire Stakes race, I don't want to see him in the Sire Stakes race. Pretty simple. Just put him in where he can win. I think every trainer would appreciate all owners saying that to them. So I said, Ross, you just put the horse where you think he can do the most damage. That's where I want to see him. So wherever Massive Profit is entered from Ross Leonard next week, that's where he belongs. Matt's MVP. I know I've been threatening to bring him back in. I guess I can now. That lady said that she's doing renovations on her farm at the end of May. So we're going to have to pick both him and who's the other horse out there? I forget now. Two of them are going to be coming back in here in another couple of days. Where are we at now? Miss Sophia Rose races tonight. Good luck to Brenda. Miss Sophia Rose. 1-2 Skip a Few is in Monday. 6 and 8 in the final. Man, that sucks. I really was hoping for a favorable draw with her and Purple Aura. I was actually going to try and go to Scioto, but I can't on Monday. So Tyler Smith and Chris Page will do the driving, which is perfectly fine with me. Procrastinator is going to be Indigo at the Meadows. Pay attention, everybody. The Meadows on Thursday afternoon. Why? For a number of reasons. One, the Lasix rule. To put him on Lasix, he'd have to sit 15 days in Ontario. I don't want to sit 15 days with him. He barely bled at all, but enough with allergy season coming that I believe he should be on Lasix. So we're going to put him on Lasix. Ollie, he goes out, buddy, will you? Even though. Sure enough. So he will be going on Lasix. The rule in Pennsylvania is 5 days, not 14 like here in Ontario. So Procrastinator can race in Pennsylvania on Thursday and then race a week from that in Scioto in the Buckeye Stake Race. The other reason for doing that is we're racing in the Now Moors of 2 in Ontario. He has one fair win, and Ontario is the only jurisdiction in this solar system that counts that as a win. So we're racing against Now Moors of 2 horses when we should be in maidens. The maiden went 54 and 4 at the Meadows the other day. I think we'll be just fine in the maiden on Lasix Thursday afternoon at the Meadows. If you are a partner of mine and Procrastinator, take note. Make sure you're licensed for Thursday afternoon. Purple Aura, she is sitting on a big mile. I guarantee it. I just don't know that it's going to be out of the 8 hole in the final in Scioto. I trained her by herself. No, I trained her with 1-2 Skip a Few. 2-5 last half and 58 with a bow in her neck at Northfield Park. Trust me when I tell you, her next start will be at Northfield Park. She'll be just fine at Northfield Park. Of that, I am absolutely certain. Renegade Gypsy tied up the other day. A lot of people saying, what happened with Gypsy? What happened with Gypsy? Clearly something happened. We scoped him. Good news, he scoped clean. Took his blood. His AST was 2,700, 2,800, almost 3,000, which is more than enough. And that was a CK. So he literally just tied up the night before the blood was taken, which was more than likely halfway down the lane at Western Fair Raceway. Resolute Bay, tiny little blood. We're going to work diligently with the veterinarian. In a perfect world, we'd have him on Lasix, but he does have a grassroots on Friday. Now, an important note, both James and Harry are going to add trotting hobbles for Grand River Raceway. I love the fact that we can take them on and put them on and take them off in Ontario now without qualifying. Actually, Ohio is one of the only jurisdictions left where you actually have to qualify to do it. I know you don't have to in New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Ontario now. Ohio, you still do. So Resolute Bay will race with hobbles, but not with Lasix. Can't get him on it for Friday. Now, there was a lot of things that went into him bleeding the other night. We're going to work on that little bit of mucus that was there, a little bit of redness that was in his throat. Those are things that could have caused the bleeding. My belief is, though, as you head into allergy season, if you're starting to see allergy mucus, you're starting to see irritation, and it is causing bleeding, best to look for the Lasix program. That isn't an option for us for Friday. We do have other options. Harry's going to go easy on him all week, work diligently to dry him up. Keep in mind, it's not like the horse walked. 56 and 4, 27 and 4 on the end of it off an extended period of time. not a horrible line for the horse. He'll do just fine at Grand River Friday. I suspect you're going to see him enter the Lasix program shortly thereafter. Slim Jimmy was awesome the other day, just very easy to drive. Really impressed with what I saw from him the other night at Northfield Park, an easy winner. Stonebridge Akata, you guys know, has that line in his knee. He's got another 2.5 weeks in the stall and then 4 weeks in the pool. That's perfectly fine. The horse will be just fine where we need him to be end of the summer into the fall, like a number of other horses. Sweet on Pete. I schooled Sweet on Pete by herself pretty much off the gate. I have the videos on my phone. I should ask Kelly to load them. 55 flat she schooled, and she was awesome at Northfield Park. Scoped her after. No blood. Her feet were pretty good. She did get shuffly and roll off stride after. So I think it's pretty clear to me now, looking at all the bases we covered, and still had that kind of mild discomfort in the turn after. It is her stifle. So we have the vet go over her entire right hind leg. He said the same thing, her stifle. They're going to iodine her stifle cords and inject that joint for her next race. She's going to race next Saturday. I will be at Northfield Park next Saturday night to race her. 3-Point Blue Chip, many of you saw him playing in the grass in the field, jumping around, squealing, and some of you might have seen him in the pool the other day for the first time. Absolutely miraculous story behind this horse. It was just heartbreaking that he injured himself and broke his foot, but the fact that he is back on regular work is nothing short of absolutely incredible. I don't know where to start. I just floored that this horse is back in work. It's unbelievable. Taiwan on, our only low point of the week. Both Dave Pallone and Tim believe that when he left with her, put her on the front, and then grabbed into her in the middle half, he shut her air off. There wasn't a ton of redness or mucus on the palate, but there was a pimple, an ulcer on her palate, so they're going to work on that all week. Her next start will be at the Poconos. After that start, she'll be staying with Scott Zeron and his girlfriend. They will race her in the third leg of the Sire Stakes, and then she'll make her way back to Tim. Now, coincidentally, Scott will also take over the training with Megan on World 4-2 after this start, because his next start after this is in Philadelphia. So the Poconos Monday, then Megan and Scott get the horse and off to Philadelphia shortly thereafter, where he'll make his way back to the Meadows again. So it's actually, if Scott and Megan are comfortable doing it, this is a huge deal for us and a huge gap that can be filled, hopefully, in that East Coast area with Megan and Scott. That would be great. One, we're getting one of the best drivers in the world, and two, very good trainer in Megan also. So very happy in that regard. Twinbee Habanero, I want to know, I just was talking to James, but I was angry. He was saying something rude to me about something, and I might have told him to do something with an appendage of his body. I have to call him in a minute, because I want to know how Twinbee Habanero trained. I told him to go in 2-2. I hope he did. Twinkle in Her Eye is bred hopefully in foal to Poppy Rob Hanover right now. Unbeatable Kemp will hopefully race on Thursday or Friday of next week. Will to Win Hanover, big update, has gone to Julie Miller's. Now, it's the fourth time I'm saying it. If you're a partner of mine, you own shares in Will to Win Hanover, please, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, might even be worth looking at New York if you're going to get New Jersey. But that filly will be racing in that area, and I hope everybody will get licensed. The easiest way to do it, guys, get in touch with the National Racing Compact. We can help you do that. The NRC, they're going to ask you to put together they're going to send out a package. You'll have to get fingerprints taken. I know it's a pain in the butt. You'll have to get fingerprints taken, send the kit back to the NRC for 3 years, for $200 for 3 years. They'll hold those fingerprints, and at any time you can call up or email the NRC and say, hey, I need you to get me licensed in Kentucky. Pay for your Kentucky license, and they'll take care of all the legwork for you. Kentucky, another one, Kentucky, New York, New Jersey, wherever you want, they'll take care of it for you. So I would recommend doing that. World 4-2 was incredible his last start, looking for good things. I think he's 3-1, a 7-horse field in Pennsylvania in the Stallion Series on Monday. So those are your 3-year-olds. I hope everybody's having a good day. Ollie, had a good day. MVP yesterday. Big throw from third to get somebody out at first today. 3 for 3, 4 RBIs. Good job. What's that, Addie Bear? Hi, everyone. Say bye, everybody. Hope you're having a good weekend. Can you say that? Take care, everyone.